Hey, it's Dan Zimmerman. Welcome to Illustrate to Educate. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly objective videos on topics that matter. Are monopolies bad for the economy? In this video, we'll look at why monopolies are bad and good for the economy. Let's first look at what a monopoly is. A monopoly is a business that is the only provider of a good or service, giving it a huge competitive advantage over other businesses that provide a similar product or service. There are two main ways that a business can become a monopoly. One way is through vertical integration, which means that they control the entire supply chain from production to retail. The other way is through horizontal integration, which means that they buy up competitors until they are the only ones left. Also, some monopolies like utilities are allowed and regulated by the government because the government needs to ensure that utilities like water and electricity are always available. Now let's look at 4 reasons why a monopoly can be bad for the economy. First is price fixing. Since monopolies are the only provider of a good or service, they can set any price they choose. They can do this regardless of demand because you as a consumer have no other options. This can happen with things like gasoline or food, where there's not much flexibility. Switching to not eating or mass transit is not an option, so they're forced to pay the price no matter what. Reason number 2 is the decline of product quality. A monopoly can provide lower quality products and services due to lack of competition. This is especially troublesome in situations when people have no alternatives and are forced to buy a lower quality item or service. Reason number 3 is loss of innovation. Monopolies have little to no incentive to innovate and make a new or improved product. Studies have shown that US businesses have invested less than expected since 2000 due to the decline in competition. Cable companies are a great example of this, as they did little to innovate until satellite or online streaming services disrupted the industry. The last reason monopolies can be bad is that they create inflation. Since they can set the prices, they can raise the cost for consumers, ultimately causing inflation. A good example of this is the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, or OPEC. The 13 oil exporting countries of OPEC own and supply nearly 80% of the world's oil reserves. Now, there are times when monopolies are good. I mentioned in the beginning about how monopolies can help to ensure consistent delivery of a product or service that has a very high upfront cost. This includes utility companies for electricity and water. However, the government should regulate these industries to protect the consumer and allow them to set prices to cover the cost of operations plus reasonable profits. Other entrepreneurs like PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel says that monopolies are good for business and society. Anytime you make something new, you create a monopoly. He goes on to say, all happy companies are different. Each one earns a monopoly by solving a unique problem. All failed companies are the same. They fail to escape competition. He suggests that entrepreneurs should focus on this question: what valuable company is nobody building? Monopolies in the United States are not illegal, but the Sherman Antitrust Act prevents them from using their power to gain advantages. Congress enacted it in 1890 when monopolies were trusts. A group of companies would form a trust to fix prices low enough to drive competitors out of business, and once they had a monopoly on the market, they would raise their prices to regain their profit. The most famous trust was the Standard Oil Company. John D. Rockefeller had a monopoly on oil refineries in Ohio in the 1890s. He bullied the railroad companies to charge him a lower price for transportation. When Ohio threatened legal action to put him out of business, he moved to New Jersey. And in 1998, the U.S. District Court ruled that Microsoft was an illegal monopoly with its operating system for personal computers and used this to intimidate a supplier, chipmaker Intel. The government ordered Microsoft to share information about its operating system, but disruptive technologies have done more to erode Microsoft's monopoly than government regulation. People are switching to mobile devices such as tablets and smartphones, and Microsoft's operating system for those devices has not been popular in the market. Today, Google almost has a monopoly on the internet search market. People use it for 90% of all searches. Did you enjoy this video about monopolies? If so, please like the video, subscribe to Illustrate to Educate, and comment down below about other reasons why you think monopolies are good or bad for the economy. Also, if you like this video, then visit my channel or check out my other simple and objective videos to the right.